Did it update anything? Turn my mic up. Sorry if you heard that turning me the nozzle up. It is currently 11 a.m. as you can see over here. We're gonna go ahead and get started here. So we got ourselves an Eevee today. Alright. That's cool. This open. So yeah, we got an Eevee today. So this will be interesting. I haven't done an Eevee in a long time. I mean, I've done a lot of evolutions, but I haven't done an Eevee. But at the same time, this Eevee still has unique properties and make me think more of it as like a mild Flareon almost. So that's what we're gonna work on today. I don't know if there was a request. Yeah, no, there's no request on a specific costume, so... Of course, because it's an Eevee, I'm gonna have to shorten this a little bit. Shorten the legs a little bit, make them look a little smaller. I could probably minimize that chest fluff a little bit. The hair does hair. I always say hair when I talk about the head floof. But the head floof does kind of go in a direction. He has like a tattoo across his forehead, but it's in between the ears, so I had to bring down the ear just a slight bit more. Like this, so I can actually come in here and draw what looks like a crown tattoo. I'm gonna come back and edit those ears. I'm not too keen on those type of ears, but whatever. I didn't mean to make it look female, but it does look a little female right now. We got the tip of the ears are different color as well. Draw that. Then we got the neck fluff. The legs. And then the paws. These thighs a little bit. We have different colored on the bottom of the legs. So we're gonna do that. And yes, the tail is exactly the same way. We're gonna infuse these layers. Come in here and just kind of do this for a tail. Wow, the lag. What the heck? Alright, we got a good base down. So far, at least. Now we just gotta think of a costume. And again, this isn't really a female character, so I'm not gonna be able to do the witch costume. We have to save the witch costume for someone else. We could do a scarecrow costume. That is something I want to think about. Let's do a scarecrow costume. Why not? I think it worked really good with the fluff too, like turning the fluff into like straw. I don't want to go for like a clown level of something super basic like this one. Of course, I'm not drawing the thickest lines either. Oh my lord. If I did this. Draw the most basic of a pumpkin that I can. Whereas this will all end up being shaded out slightly. So we can do like a post. So we can add a little post in here. Add some birds, some ravens. Who's gonna add ears? Basic booties here. And the patches, the patchy jeans on the legs. And yeah, we're gonna add boots here. More boots. And then this might be my last Twitch stream. I might move over to YouTube because of a variety of suggestions I've been given that why I should be you going to YouTube instead of Twitch. So the next time you guys might see me, it might be on YouTube. Just keep that in mind. The only thing we're gonna keep is the tail. The tail's gonna stay pretty much the same. I'm pretty sure the tail is cut off into two different colored parts. The dark end and then the light end and then the dark end. We could do this as a funny haha, which is kind of the straw. It's like a straw wrap, basically. Let's keep going like this. Okay. And then we can go ahead and work on these birds some. Let's do some cleanup first. Well, no, we can do the birds just in a darker color. That way I can actually see them. I'm not the best at drawing birds, so this might look a little weird. Let me look at a reference for birds. Let me go. What if I go to? I feel like if I go to D or Twitter and look up bird, I'm gonna get actual photography of birds. Yeah, that's what I thought. That or I'll get birds I really don't want to see right now. Yep, that's about right. Nothing that really tells me what a sitting bird would look like, I guess. I'm looking at a sitting owl. I'll just kind of base them off the owl. These guys would be behind the ear. That's the best I could do for birds. Alright, let's move forward. So go ahead and clean it up. I'm going to move this away some. So, put the actual nose in there just for fun of it. And then we're going to come in here. We're actually going to go ahead and hide this slightly, and then fuse the layers, and then hide this slightly. Also, so I can do this occasionally and just kind of look at it. Do like this again. alright so far. The real question is, should we name these birds? It's a pretty bird. Spiked, right? It's like spiked upwards, not downwards, right? Yeah, it's spiked. No, it's spiked on both ends. What? It's like this. I'm gonna stick to what I had. I'll be honest with you. Of course, this line art does have to be perfect because it's not the final one. There's nothing crazy going on with the fur either, so the chest fur. That's why I'm not too concerned about covering a majority of the chest fur with the straw chest fur instead. course, my illustrations for these birds aren't going to be exactly the greatest things in the world. Oh shit. His legs are way over here. Why the... The legs come out about where the head slash neck does, right? So like, I don't even need these here. Probably put something right here. Let's put it. Sorry. Might go ahead and post this video, this speed art or art. It's not probably, it probably won't be sped up, but we'll see. It might be sped up. But if I do end up deciding to do some speed art for it, you can check this video on YouTube, as well as Twitter, because there will be a I mean, you're watching it right now on Twitter, but there will be a replay that you can find on Twitter. Oh, I just noticed what I did wrong there. It's supposed to... There we go. Like something about right. Just about. It looks a little weird, only because I've never drawn a pumpkin over the head before, and so I'm like halfway yawning. That's why I sound a little weird right now. But I haven't ever. Sorry about the chair. God, I have the worst headache today. It's like a mild migraine. Ugh, fuck. Alright, I've never drawn a pumpkin over the head before, so does look a little weird to me. But at the same time, I've never drawn anything scarecrow related, so I mean, I don't know what is supposed to look weird, you know. So we're moving on to the final line art. Ooh, and like I said before, there was something I mentioned the last time I drew, but drawing something full of candy would definitely add to these art pieces. Big lollipop. Big lollipop. Big lollipop. Only the largest lollipop. We'll do that for a lollipop. course. What's a bin without the handle? There we go. That's a little better. And of course we can hide this, and then we can hide this a little bit less. That way I can tell that that's supposed to go over top. In fact, I might just start with that entirely. And we're going to go down to a much smaller brush when we do this, because I kind of want to get it out of the habit of drawing these really thick lines. So I don't know why I do it. I don't have to make them super detailed. All those finished. You can also just do this, and then kind of want to move this over some. That way you can still see the kind of where the strap comes in. I want you to be able to see that, so that's why I'm gonna forget how the knots are supposed to look. I think it's like this. So the proper knot would end up looking almost like. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the science on why it looks like that. I'm just gonna go forward. The thing is, if I mess up one of these lines, I have to go back through each one of them and figure out where the gap is. Because when I go to select this, there's a chance that it's just not gonna select everything because, or it's gonna select through it because there's no line art underneath it, or there's no line art holding it off from selecting the region on the outside as well. This is what we got so far. It's fine if I keep it thick on this side as well. Add a little bit of diversity. I need to make sure they don't end up in the same exact spot. Give it a little bit of depth. And of course, we could do this too. You can look at the straw coming out of the shoe. My brain is like, what the fuck? I see 4 lines here. What am I looking at? That's right, this is the guy with the long legs. Long legs. You got them long legs. Hell yeah. Barely showed, it would definitely be here. So we're gonna add this here. Make this one a little bit more like cheerful almost. Bob over there is like, he doesn't even want to be here. Poor Bob doesn't even want to be here, man. Hello, Clark. Welcome to the stream. Bob. This one's Bob right here. This guy right here. This is Bob. He is the I don't want to be here guy. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot this stream. I woke up today with a really bad migraine. And my mind is more on trying to get that not to hurt than talking. Traveling. Let's talk about traveling. Why not? I only got a few minutes left in this video, but there's enough to talk about when it comes down to traveling for me. I went pretty much around a lot of parts in the United States, and specifically because I never really have left the United States, but I never really had a reason to, because there's not a lot of things to do outside the United States, especially after the whole COVID thing, and now that they're restricting passage into certain borders and whatnot. So there's not a lot to do outside the country now. But that's not what I mean when I say there's not a lot to do in other countries. What I'm saying is, let me start over. I've been around a lot of the states in the United States, and some of the more notable ones would definitely have to be North Carolina and Arizona, but also Colorado. And these are North Carolina in particular, because I've lived in North Carolina for about 2 years after Katrina, because, well, our house got literally flattened during Katrina. So we ended up living with my grandparents over in North Carolina for a long time, and I got to see some really cool sights there in places like the Rocky Mountains and whatnot. And that was a lot of fun for me, because when I was a kid, I was super exploracious, and I loved seeing new things, experiencing, like, I mean, I still love to do that nowadays, but nowadays, now that I'm an adult, things get tied down sometimes, and I'm not able to do those things anymore. But that's okay, because, again, the places I've been already have been really cool. Amazon, Arizona. I don't think you spelled Arizona right, dog. I could be wrong though. I'm really bad at spelling. Colorado was like a every other year trip we used to take after I turned 13, and It was because it was a hobby that my parents really liked to do, and that was snowboarding. We went there because the snow there was always thick every year, so we were like, well, and it's the closest place with snow, so we were like, why not? Now, I know sometimes they have to, the last time we were there, we went to a park and it was artificial snow. It wasn't actual snow. The snow was being made by a machine and then thrown on the ground. But it's still better than what we can get, because down here it reaches like 120. So we don't even get snow. So I'm happy to get whatever. But learning to ski was always, it was a funny experience, because the way my parents explained it to me was when I was there, when I was young, they had instructors that just walked around and helped kids learn how to do ski or surfboards. I like the skis a little better because the snowboard seemed to be a little more confining, if that makes any sense. You put both your feet down in it and you strap them together, and they're at a fixed distance apart away from each other for the entirety. And I don't know why I didn't like feeling like I didn't like feeling stiff like that. Confined, I was gonna say, but I don't think that was the right word. So I ended up really getting into the skis. My dad, being a snowboarder, was a little upset that I got into skis over the snowboard, but he wasn't like destroyed over it, like, oh my god, no, not my son. But when I was during my first trip, or during my first ever lesson to learn how to use skis, I ended up going down one of like the level 3. Like, there was like 5 levels of hills. A level 1 hill would be like a 16-degree hill. It was a very mild hill. You didn't go very fast and you went down this hill, and there was some very mild turns. There weren't like super sharp turns. A level 2 would be more or less like a 20-degree, maybe still 16-degree, but a lot of sharp turns that help you learn how to turn. A level 3 is about a 25-degree hill, 25-degree hill, but here's the thing: there's not a lot of sharp turns, but where the turns are, there's cliff. There's like a lot of cliff. So if you didn't turn on the right time, you'd probably get a broken arm, you know, if you didn't turn on time. But thankfully there was a lot of trees and whatnot in the way, so it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm going to fucking die on level 3 and above. I think the only ones you could actually die on was at level 5, which was like a 45-degree slope to even like 80-degree slope, and there's a lot of rocks and mountain cliffs you end up, and there's a lot of airborne. You're airborne sometimes on the level 5s, so but I ended up going down to level 3 on my very first try. Thankfully, I didn't make it to any of the turns before I actually lost control, but I apparently hit a tree. Nothing happened. I wasn't injured, but I hit a tree. And the thing is around these snow parks, the snow around trees isn't packed, so it's like super soft. So I whole ass sink like all the way down to my chest in this snow. 13-year-old Canadians absolutely shredding black diamond level strips. Yeah, this is level 5 that we call it. I mean, it's called black diamond here too, but I call it level 5 because that's kind of how I learned. But yeah, level 5 was the black diamond. We have people that do that too, but for me, I was like 7 years old when I was learning how to ski for the first time, so it was... I didn't have... Some people live in Colorado. They ski every other fucking day. They can do that shit whenever... They do that shit the moment they're bored. The moment they come out of their mom, they already got skis strapped to them and they're already going down to diamond. Like, I get that. Some people are just born like that. I wasn't. I was born learning how to fish. I could literally go out there and tell you all the good fishing spots, and I could tell you how to catch every single type of fish there is in the bayou. But that was just what I grew... I knew how to swim when I was 3 years old. Like, I was able to compare with some of my own elite team of swimmers in my school because I've been swimming since I was born, and some of those people that are part of the swim team have only started swimming like a couple of years ago. 13 Canadians are just scary. And 13-year-olds in general are scary. Welcome to 2022. I looked at my 13-year-old, not my child, but my little brother turned 13 this year. Right at the end of summer break, he turned 13. And I looked at him and I was like, my God, how do you still look like you're 4? Like, I'm not even kidding with you. Like, I'm surprised how a 13-year-old can still look like they're a goddamn child. Like, I'm over here, I'm 21, right? I think I look like a teenager still, though. But I guess I'm wrong. I mean, I'm a whole ass adult. I'm over here playing games and drawing stuff instead of having a job. I freelance, I draw. So I guess technically I have a job. Right? I'm getting into real estate with my mom too, so we're doing that. And that's going to be a fun experience. I have a lot of real estate friends, so we all decided, you know what, why not? It's a good thing to get into, so we're probably going to be getting into real estate soon. Sir, you are a child. I am not a child. I'm 21 years old, dog. I'm like 2 years older than you. You don't have the position to call me a child. Sir, you're a floof. That I am. At least I hope I am. I try to come off as one. I am floof. Sure. You can say that. You can say that, Core. Believe what you will. It's okay. I won't judge. Also, sir, I am 2 years older than you. You're 23? I swear to God, I thought you were 19, 18 years old. Maybe even 20. But I didn't think you were 23. That's interesting. Man, why are you on the internet 23 years old as a fucking Flareon? Get a life, dog. No, I'm kidding. I self-identify as 38, so fuck you, I'm older than you. So again, a child. You're only 2 years older. Like what? Well, you're not my senior citizen. All right. I'm not gonna call you grandpa. Okay. I'm not gonna call you sir just because you're 2 years older than me. Fucking old man. Be careful, guys. There's a guy walking around the internet called TMC Core. He's a 23-year-old old man. All right. Be careful. Settle down, children. I lie, you're even younger than us. Shut the fuck up. You're like 18. Boom, I think that's the right word. I am the oldest significant. You're not a significant. You're not. There's nothing significant about being older. It just means you hit the rest bed sooner than me. I don't care. I'm holding down a job and proving you're for a child. I was holding down a job and now I'm in college, so I don't think I'm in any of a worse situation. I don't think I'm in any of a worse situation. My mom held down 2 jobs when she was 16. Sag. and again, Core, I self-identify as 38, so I'm automatically older than you. Because remember, this is the year of self-identification. You can self-identify whatever you want. Someone lit its stove on fire? Oh. Who lit my stove on fire? Someone lit your stove on fire? Yeah, I think someone ended up leaving the stove on, and it kind of caught up. It was put out before any damage was done, but... Still think it's hilarious you have a 17-year-old roommate. Is he in college or something? Like, Jesus Christ. Sand pits, huh? Thought children's slavery was over. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. This is Boo. Not that. Yeah, not that light of a blue. I need to go a little deeper. Yeah, that works. I know. I think it's that color. It looks like it's more of a violet. So it's like a violet. Again, I can't open it up on my screen because I don't know the official artists. Our overtime is based off hours before paycheck or hours before week. Weekly hours is how we determine overtime. Wait, V crow? Yeah, these are crows, but it's not. The V isn't a crow. The V is a scarecrow. No, that's not the same thing. It's not a crow. It's called a scarecrow. It's supposed to scare crows away. But no, he's not a crow at all. Over 8 days? How the fuck do you work 8 days a week? In a day, oh. Nothing scary about a V. Don't worry, I'm not trying to make him look menacing either. He has amber eyes, just like Shard. Hell yeah. Amber Eye Gang, let's go. V crow. Yeah, it's about right. It's a V crow. Do crows have black beaks, or do they have actual colored beaks? No, they have black beaks. Okay, it's slightly lighter of a color than their actual feathers, so that's what I'm gonna do here. Just gonna do this. Of course, when I do thin art line like the art line, when I do thin line art like this, there's a lot of mistakes that end up, like in the line art, even in the line art itself. Even the crow's legs are black. Okay, interesting. VCal, ha, so I win. Yeah. Yeah, and what? Was I talking and I didn't realize it? What are you agreeing to? I'm a little confused. You have to re-enlighten me on what the hell you're agreeing to. Would cuddle. Man, you're pretty weird if you want to cuddle something that's wearing a bunch of prickly hay all over their chest. I mean, I guess more power to you, but I'd keep my distance. And this one didn't come out as great as I thought it would, but I'm gonna keep going. Sir, I have more fluff than the universe itself. I'll be fine with this straw. It's not the fluff I'm concerned about, buddy. But okay, go hug away. Hug away. Yeah, I don't know if it's the color palette or something I used, but this one isn't hitting me the correct way. But I'm gonna finish it because I need to. That's about right. Gonna move over to my idle while I do some finalizing. I'm not gonna call it my best piece yet. And like I said, I'll be honest with you, I think the only reason why I ended up doing so poorly is because I have a really bad migraine right now. And I didn't want to play a lot of games, but I also wanted to draw because I still want to do a Raffle Winner every day, and I don't want to miss a day. So I was like, you know what, let's just do a Raffle Winner right now before my migraine possibly gets worse. There's a chance down the road I'll try to do it again, but for now I'm just going to go post this because I don't have any other... Get some rest, nerd. I have plenty of rest. I slept for 11 hours. Dude, if anything, I need to get less sleep. I'm so fucking sick of sleeping for 9 hours a day. 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day. It's so annoying. I probably shouldn't play this on stream. Someone sent me a YouTube link. Rest where? Rest how? Dude, I can't even fall back to sleep if I wanted to. I'm resting. I'm literally sitting in one spot and not doing anything. I'm literally doing the equivalent of relaxing, okay? Shoot. Wait, who posted this? Wait, who posted this OC? Wait a minute. I know it's Taku, but someone else requested this. Danny. Tweet. New photo. Scarecrow V. Scary. Peace. I'm just looking who posted the OC. It was Danny. Oh, it's Dan Flam, okay. Let's see, just D-A-N, D-A-I-N, yeah. A few more things I gotta take care of and then I'll be off. I'm waiting for some of my programs to launch. They're taking forever for some reason. I think you guys heard that. I didn't even realize it until right after I actually started sending stuff. Everyone knows Dragon Ball fans can't fucking read. Fucking hate that meme. God, it's so bad. My brain is skipping a beat. Where am I going again? Over here. I'm not gonna ping anyone. How about that? Well, like I said, that'll probably be the end of the stream. I know it was short, but you know, I got things to do. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow.